I was taking those food tests. Let the spirit fly. So got Cadillac. They went a cruise down the day. Got a radiator crib. Shot me in like it. Rock, cat, bump. Rock the cat, bump.
Well, I'm not going home.
We've got too far! A day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day.
The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
A person grits his teeth and shows real determination.
Failure is not an option.
That's how winning is done.
Believe me when I say
We can break this army here.
At a time.
And they will know what we can do!
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
this is your time. Seize the day.
That's the Chicago way.
Who's with me?
No, my name is the Lord. When I tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our Independence Day.
Okay, the movie I'm talking about, Rock the Kasbah, director Barry Levinson, directed this film. It came out in 2015, but I hadn't decided to watch it or review it till now because I wanted to see for myself because it got 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, so a lot of people didn't like this movie. This movie really wasn't in the theaters too long, and there was a pretty good campaign for it. Like Bill Murray plays a washed-up music producer by the name of Richie Lance. He's kind of like in the end of his career. He's got nothing left to go by. He's got nothing left in the can. So he's got his last client, who by the name of Ronnie, and he's trying to promote her, and he wants to put on like a concert to promote his artist, his latest find, played by Zoe Deschanel. And he ends up finding out there's something going on in Kabul, Afghanistan. So he decides to fly up there, and he goes with his protege Ronnie, who ends up abandoning him in the middle of Kabul, and he ends up discovering actually a singer in Afghanistan by the name of Selma Khan. She's a girl with a beautiful voice, and she wants to sing. She dreams of coming on this show by the name of Afghan Star. She's dreaming about performing on there because she has like a really beautiful voice, but she's afraid that because of her country's oppression that she's not going to be able to go on there. So Richie Lance meets hooker Barcy, played by Kate Hudson, and mercenary Bombay Brian, played by none other than Bruce Willis. And they go on a mission to make sure this girl gets discovered, so she'll have like a music career. But because of the country's oppression that they have in Afghanistan, they can't. It's going to be an uphill battle to get her to come on the TV show Afghan Star. Initially, had a really great campaign. Like it had really good TV spots. It had really good commercials. There was a lot of good promotion for this movie. And when it finally did come out, it bombed big time. It got 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that should pretty much tell you guys what it was like. But as I got to see this movie and I ended up watching it not too long ago, I ended up liking it. I thought I didn't think it was too bad of a movie. Honestly, I think this it's funny in some part. It's funny a little bit. There's a couple laughs here and there in the beginning, but then after a while, you get to see it has like a message. There's a message here because, okay, Afghanistan and many other countries like it are really oppressed countries. They have terrorism, they have suicide bombings, and some of that kind of gets explored on this movie because at first, okay, this movie's it's supposed to be a comedy, but at the same time, what you end up seeing in the end of this movie is more of a struggle of just somebody trying to express themselves and try to be free and trying to do something that nobody would want to do. Nobody would have the the heart or the guts to do in in a country like Afghanistan, especially the way it is. This movie's directed by Barry Levinson, who he's director, actor, screenwriter, and Academy Award winner with such movies as Bugsy and Good Morning Vietnam. So he has a really good resume. But since this movie received such very unfavorable reviews, you know, you kind of see they call this movie lazy. They call this like a really lazy comedy. At the end of the day, Rock the Casbah is actually a really good movie. I liked it. I really don't care what people say, because there's too many people out there. Like just say if you see a critic say this movie sucks, or the News Weekly or Entertainment Weekly or whatever, they say a movie sucks. I think really you should honestly get your own opinion. You should get a second opinion, and you should try to sit down and watch the movie, a movie, and judge for yourself, really, because this movie, it started out kind of like an edgy comedy, and then it ended up progressing into more of a struggle of oppression, and it's not really that political like you would think, because there's a very special dedication to somebody on the TV show Afghan Star by the name of Setra Hosanadinaza. And it's a very heartwarming tribute to this person's struggle, and finally they're able to be the first woman in Afghanistan to perform in a live audience and to sing sing music in English and not in the native language. And that's really what the problem is in this movie, that she didn't perform it in her own native language. And a lot of the government and the people and the militia were very angry at it. And they did this, you know, so that's basically what the movie's about. And I think this movie's a winner, honestly. And if I had to rate this movie, I'd give this 1 thumb up, baby. And I give it a 7 out of 10, because this is not Academy Award winning material here, but I was definitely surprised by this movie. It's one of the most original movies I've seen this year. Actually, it came out last year on October 22nd, 2015, but I just barely saw it. So, if you haven't seen Rock the Casbah, have you seen it already? Honestly, I think you should get a second opinion. Watch it for yourself. If you didn't see it on the movies, I think I would see this movie once again, just to kind of take it in a little bit more. Maybe when it comes on Netflix or something like that, or on demand. I think it's already on demand. So if you like Rock the Casbah, you should definitely check it out. If you like Bill Murray, I think Bill Murray didn't really get to flex his comedic muscles on this movie that much. We kind of did it in the beginning a little bit. There's a couple of scenes in here that were very funny, were actually really funny, and I think the Ronnie scene where she's singing some sort of 80s songs, it sounds like an 80s song, and she's singing, and it's a pretty funny scene. I mean, I like that scene. And Scott Kahn is on here, Jake, and as well as he gets to, you know, the guy from Land of the Lost. He doesn't really get to come on here a whole lot. I kind of liked his performance on Land of the Lost. I thought he was really funny, but he doesn't really get to, you know, to be on this movie, and you don't really get to see his comedic range too much. But in the end, you know, and then Bruce Willis, Bombay Brian, nice name. You could tell already his career has gone to a new low, because he doesn't really get any lead roles anymore. He's kind of more in the background. He's more of a co-star now, and that usually happens. Okay, once you get to a certain age, or you get to a certain time in your career where your movies start to fall by the wayside most of the time, you know, this is the kind of roles you're going to get. And I think that's what Bruce Willis was good on here. I mean, Kate Hudson plays the hooker Mercy, was really good on here. I think like I said, people really misjudge this movie a whole lot on every level, I think. And the girl who plays Selma Khan, Lavani, is actually a very good singer. She's a very lovely girl, and an accomplished actress. And usually a lot of these actors that are from the Middle East are actually really great actors. That's what I've noticed in every movie I've seen lately with Israeli actors, Afghan actors. You know, people from that type of background are actually usually really good actors, and it's not surprising to me. So Okay, if you like what you see here, you want to subscribe to this channel, and please like this video. Please share this video on Twitter or Facebook, of any type of media that you can find, and support this blog. And I will see you guys real soon.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da!
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think, McFly, think.
The price is wrong.
You got knocked up.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
This is Sparta!
He slimed me.
Who? The her.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
I'll be back.